We now return to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong. I guess we're going back to Auntie Cheng's. As soon as the game decides it wants to cooperate. Would you go in? This must be the friend. Alright. Dr. Shenyang. A rotund, balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you. Light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal. Another high nasal voice, great. And has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent. I am not doing that. Pleased to meet you. Cheng was kind enough to arrange this little sit-down between us. He extends a slab-like hand for you to shake. You can call me Dr. Shenyang. Pleased to meet you. I'm Monk. His grip is as soft as his palm is moist. Ew. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. You share a long, uncomfortably flaccid handshake before he finally releases you. I'm looking for a little outside help on a problem I've been having. Ordinarily, I'd handle it myself or have some of my friends see to it, but it's kinda delicate, you know? My guys would be noticed before they made any headway on my problem, so I figure, hey, I hire contractors all the time. Might as well get some contractors of a different stripe. Tell me about your problem. Maybe we can help. I run a little film studio, Southern Crown Films. We mostly do trid work, but we record some sims, too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mongols from the Moon? The Flavor of Pomegranates? Ultimate Kill Squad? No, but I like the sound of Ultimate Kill Squad. How much killing do they do? He offers you a chip-tooth grin. A lot. There's this one scene where two trolls gang up on an elf and they... Well, I don't want to spoil it, but believe me, it is glorious. I'll send a copy over to Cheng so you can take a look. I bet... It's snuff films. Anyway, there's this other guy in the industry and we've been butting heads since day one. Name's Neville Ma. He runs Yellow Springs Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the business. He always manages to get one over on me, steal my stars. He's been running me into the ground with his show called Promises in Moonlight. The star's a girl named Penelope Wong. New talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the show's linchpin. Hang on, I'm getting there. So about 6 months ago, Neville was out in Guangzhou for some hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. A semi comes out of nowhere, and pow! Wrecks his fancy new Eurocar Westwind. Bad luck for Neville, good luck for me. I figure, hey, that's the end of him for the year, and I'm gonna start planning some new stuff he can't compete with from inside a hospital. You follow me so far? Let me guess, he found a way to compete from inside the hospital. No, worse, the bastard is out of the hospital. He's back in the game, bringing out Season 2 of Promises in Moonlight. I need that show off the air, one way or another, and that, my friend, is where you come in. Already? That's strange. Tell me about it. He should have been in the hospital for at least 3 months, and then physical therapy a lot longer. Only took him a week to get out. Couldn't freaking believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Recovery time like that means one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar for cutting-edge care. I don't think it's likely, but it could have happened. If it ain't that, the smart money says that he's been skimming off the top of Yellow Springs' earnings and not reporting it to the other shareholders. You want me to look into that, I take it. I need you to go get me something to blackmail Neville with. Find out how he could afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works out of his penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, sock drawer, whatever. There's got to be something incriminating in there. Where's the penthouse? Neville lives in Repulse Bay. It's this real swanky joint on the south end of Hong Kong Island by the bay with the same name. I haven't been able to get anybody in to poke around his apartment because the security's too tight. Lucky for you, though, Neville's throwing a party on the mezzanine level with all the shops and a restaurant and balcony and such. He's celebrating the second season launch of his show, and everybody's going to be there. Going to make a real snarl for their building security. You might also want to hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everyone close to Neville will be there, and most of them will be 3 sheets to the wind by the time you get there. Some discreet questioning might get me the dirt that I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use your real name. Go with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out here with that name, so nobody will ask any questions about how your work's going. Hit the apartment, hit the party, dig up blackmail. Sounds easy. Oh yeah, Cheng talked you up when I approached her with the job. Given what she told me, this job should be cake. Now, the blackmail material is what I need more than anything, but if you can get Penelope Wong out of her contract, I'll pay you extra. Got it? I want that star power on my side. One last thing. I don't want you starting a scene while you're there. You interrupt this party, make a mess, or trash his apartment, and I'm not paying you. We clear on that? Yeah, we're clear. Good. Can't have Ma knowing I'm after him. In my business, everybody's got dirty tricks, but if you make it public you're using them... He draws a finger across his throat. That's it. My career's as dead as the People's Republic of China. Nobody will work for me ever again, so don't embarrass me. Understood. I'll be discreet. That's what I like to hear. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You can get paid, and I'll put the word out you're a solid hire. Sounds like we have a deal, then. His grin widens. Good man, that's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop Cheng a line. I'll meet back here and hand over the money. All right. Fine. What do you want, kindly Cheng? As you walk through the mahjong parlor, you see your crew waiting for you, clearly uncomfortable to be so close to the triad boss. Then you see why. Kindly Cheng's cheeks are flushed and glowing. She's already hit the bottle pretty hard. Ah, Monk, you got here. Excellent. Let's get to it, shall we? You said you had a lead, Auntie? I did, and I do. Kindly Cheng takes out her PDA and gently places it on the table in front of her. The wiretap we placed on the police force has borne fruit. Her mouth breaks into a wolfish grin, her eyes take on a feral gleam. She appears fueled by alcohol and vengeance, a hungry beast on the hunt. My people have delivered a snippet of a recorded video call between the plastic-faced man and Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit. Whoa. This should be good. Should we take a seat? Unfortunately, it's only a snippet. There were some technical difficulties with the tap. She glances at Bao, who nods back at her. The person responsible has been sacked. Cheng reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts for the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. There's a loud crackling noise at the beginning of the recording, followed by a squelching squeal that makes Gobbet cover her ears in pain. When the video recording begins, the man's voice sounds far away, as if he's talking through a thick pane of glass. The woman's is louder, closer. Say that again, there's something wrong with this line. I said my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. That's what I thought you said. I'm not making excuses, mister. I have a department to run. Not for much longer, if those two Westerners aren't found. They're linked to this Raymond Black somehow, and my client wants them out of circulation immediately. The two runners are his accomplices, too, the little orc and the dwarf of the cyberdeck. Gobbet looks at Isabel wide-eyed and swallows hard. Isabel winks back reassuringly. I'm aware, Inspector. Thank you. We don't know how much any of them know, and my client is adamant that the risk be mitigated immediately. I've already made this the SDU's highest priority. If Josephine wants more resources on it, I'm going to need allocations from elsewhere in the department. This is a problem that can be easily dealt with. My clients want this over. Now. No more excuses. No more fuck-ups. No more cops floating in the river. Kindly Cheng smiles at that and pours herself a shot. Tell her we're redoubling our efforts. Very good. Dead or alive, you bring them to me. My client requires my personal verification that the threat has been eliminated. Hang on, this line is getting worse. There's a sharp crackle and the recording ends. Kindly Cheng picks up her PDA and puts it away with a smile. She unscrews the cap on her bottle and pours herself a shot with a flourish. That's the guy we saw in the surveillance footage, the one who killed Raymond Black. She leans into the PDA. That plastic face looks a lot cooler close up. I don't think you're taking this seriously. I think it's kind of pretty. That video doesn't tell us much. I mean, we already know there's an APB on us. All we're sure of now is that the man with the plastic face is definitely working for someone else. This Josephine. Is that all we have, Auntie? A first name? It's not just a first name, Gobbet dear. It's the first name. Josephine Tsang. She's the one pulling the strings. Kindly downs her shot and slams the glass upside down on her table. That disease-riddled dog-fucker, I should have known it was her from the beginning. She drums her fingers on the table in front of her. And she had the nerve to call down the heat on my runners? On Nightjar? Oh, that scabrous fossil is going to pay. So, a friend of yours? Cheng makes a wet hacking noise in the back of her throat and spits on the floor. She's the CEO of Tsang Mechanical Services and a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council. Her face turns to a mask of disgust. Josephine dog-fucking Tsang. Let's just cut to the chase. What's our next step? There's nothing we can do to touch Josephine, as much as I hate to admit it. But the plastic-faced man is a different story. He's a third-party operative who's been careless, and he'll live to regret it. Her little black eyes turn stony. For a while. If Tsang thinks she can take out two of my runners and get away with it, I'm going to have to explain things to her. She pulls out a thin black cigar and runs it beneath her nose. We're going to find the plastic-faced man, and we are going to hurt him. We'll hurt him until we know everything he does, and then we will use that to strike back Josephine Tsang. She lights her cigar and takes a deep, deep pull. You will have your vengeance, and I will have my own satisfaction. She turns away and picks up the bottle. Now get out. I have work to do. Okay. Really. I came all the way just for more story. Okay, back to mission side questing. Since we're here, I may as well just stop by the place and pick stuff up if the game wants to cooperate and move a little fucking faster. Besides, I need to pick up some more techniques. So, I should collect my payment. Jobs. Claim payment. You submit the jobs. Steel Arm Lou. Your payment is attached. I confess I'm very pleased with your work. It's not every runner who could pull off a job of this magnitude. Well done. Hooray. I guess I don't have any data to sell. New messages. Auntie Cheng and Josephine. From Gobbet. Hey, Seattle. I think I can add a little context to that thing between Auntie and Josephine Tsang. You know, the thing that makes Auntie hit the sauce and talk revenge. This is a combo of stuff I heard and stuff I put together myself, so your mileage may vary. For years, the Yellow Lotus acted as tax collectors within the walled city. Since the walled city was built by Josephine Tsang and the Yellow Lotus was run by Auntie Cheng, they must have had a working business relationship, for a while at least. From what Nightjar told me, he was her favorite, you got that right. Auntie was known as a real up-and-comer back then. She was on the fast track to be the next Yellow Lotus 438. It's a big gig, Seattle. Money and power galore. Now you need to know that there was a lot of triads and corps doing biz in the walled city. All sorts of stuff. Sometimes they work together nicely and sometimes people get bloody. The way I heard it, Auntie came up with some sort of grand plan to consolidate business in the walled city. The power would be split between the Yellow Lotus and Tsang's company, and everyone else would get cut out. If her plan worked, Auntie would rise in the Lotus like nobody's business, and Josephine Tsang would make long bank. There was a catch, though. In order for the plan to work, both women would need to jump through a lot of hoops. There'd be street-level maneuvering and power plays on Auntie's side and blackmail and negotiations on the corporate level from Josephine Tsang. My info gets sketchy here. From what I've pieced together, Tsang went behind Auntie's back and took her plan to her boss, a 438 named Wang Lu Fat. They cut kindly out of her own plan. Why'd Tsang do that? My guess is that she saw Auntie as some sort of threat. People in the know say Wang Lu Fat is weak and greedy. She can be manipulated if her palms remain well greased. Long story short, power was consolidated in the walled city, just like Auntie planned, only she didn't wind up getting any of it. Her climb up the Lotus ladder came to an abrupt halt. She's still a straw sandal, just like she was before Tsang backstabbed her, and now she's stuck in Haoi, like a fly in amber. I'd be pissed too if it were me. Okay. Let's go get some rest. Whatever good that's gonna do me. I'll avoid talking to the crew members, I imagine they're here. You wake with the start. Once again, you're tangled in your sheets, drenched in sweat. Your throat feels like it's on fire. You can't remember what your dreams were about, not precisely. But again, you feel that yearning sensation, the emptiness in your gut and in your chest. Your head throbbing, you heave yourself out of bed. Fine. We need to go get more experience. But first, we need to go talk to Spider Shen. Alright, give me your wares. Ooh. Now those are some awesome weapons. I kind of wish I'd gone into weaponry now. Ooh, Kunai Ninja set. Well, I think I need that. Physical Adept. Oh my, we've got many things. Counter Strike, Quick Strike. I think we'll want the speed. Do a Quick Strike as well. I said we'll do a Quick Strike as well. I could get some weaponry here. Nerve Strike. Get that. You know, let's just go into cheat casting so I see all my abilities. I could possibly afford light cover bonus. I think we'll do that one too. We won't be able to do... I mean, I could take Counter-Strike. It's only good if I know I'm going to get attacked, it looks like. Weaponry, though. I don't have anything in throwing weapons right now, so I don't think I'll do it. I'll just confirm that, and we'll swap out... Is this something I could actually sell? We'll do that. We got stun guns. Spells. Ah, shit. I can only have 5. I'm going to have to open up more slots. Okay, well, this magic resistance... I think I'll swap that out. I said, oh, fucking swap it out. What are you doing? What the fuck? Is it because I did not... I haven't unlocked it yet, have I? Ah, shit. Okay, fine. We'll go Nerve Strike then for now. That's all. I'm not interested in any more of your backstory. What the fuck has gone wrong with the screen here? Alright, now it's fixed. I don't have any other points to put into this, do I? Open the fucking window. Wisdom, willpower rather, cheat casting, yeah. I need to go a little bit further in that. There's lightning strike. So yeah, I couldn't even use some of the martial defense 2 is all the way down here. Well, I guess that's what I'll be saving up for in future. Okay. Ah, wait. There's no reason to be dragging around what I've got. Let me take a look at your wares. I want to sell... well... Yeah, fuck it, I'll sell it. I'm not gonna... to go after, Did I? What the shit? I guess I sold it. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not going to keep supplying my allies, seeing as how they replenish their own supplies, apparently. And they get better stuff anyway. Let's just keep going. Actually, wait. Video's already run kind of long. Well, I guess we're going through anyway. Fine, fuck it. What else can I do instead? Since this episode is probably going to be finished right here. There are weapons in there. What else was there? Nothing to talk to there. Is there anything I could be doing? You, maximum law. I think there was something we could get from you. Maybe we already did that mission, I don't know. I remember being told we had to talk to you. Whatever. Oh, have we just never talked to this guy? I guess we've never talked to this guy. A short human in his late 20s stands in the middle, hands on his hips, talking loudly into the air. Bulky virtual reality goggles cover his eyes. A data jack cable runs from his temple down his stained t-shirt to a belt load of clearly home-built computer hardware. No, I'm telling you, his voice is shrill. Why? Why does everyone have a fucking high-pitched voice in Hong Kong? Nobody uses KM3s. Like, nobody. They're shit. I don't care what Deng says if Shiawase SRP uses KM3s. They're stupid. Hey, flesh is rolling up. I gotta go. He turns to face you, goggles blank and enigmatic, blinking with tiny lights and wrapped in duct tape. He points at your PDA. I ripped that PDA. You work for Kindly. His lips work impatiently. Yo, what do you want? You provided this PDA? Tell me about it. It was a Fuji Azura Star 3. They use a Scarab chip, which is good, but the motherboard is wet noodles and sprouts. Pulled out the trackers and installed encryption. Now it runs on the Wampoa virtual network. The corps and cops can't crack it, can't track it. Well, thanks. That's what we do. This is Law's Technology Palace, satellite territory of Wampoa. You step on the boat, you're in a sovereign state. I represent Wampoa here. I'm Maximum Law. He draws himself up proudly, setting his hands on his hips. The Maximum Law, yo. You got a tech problem? Boom, I solve it. You need software? Boom, done. But don't waste my time. So, you got any business in Wampoa right now? If not, keep moving. Fine. See you later. I don't have anything to do with you. You gotta go? Okay, watch your back and shoot straight and all. Law grins at you and dexterously flashes a hand sign that Shadowrunners give each other in Holovid shows. got things to do too. Yeah, I'm not concerned with more character development. I was just wasting a few minutes because otherwise we're going to go there, start a mission, and then break off. So instead we'll break off here, I guess. I do not like these kinds of episodes, but that's, I guess, how it goes. Thankfully, we don't have to talk to Kindly Cheng for a while. We've still got a few missions we can participate in. And I don't know, maybe they'll take a few episodes themselves, just like the last one. We'll find out. See you next time.